There is something a man can do that costs nothing, requires no preparation, and has no script attached to it. It does not involve being the most attractive man in the room, or the most successful or the most clever. It is not a line or a tactic or a performance. It is something far simpler than any of that. And it is the thing women respond to most deeply before their conscious mind has even formed a thought about it. Most men approach attraction backwards. They think the goal is to impress, to say something memorable, to display enough value that a woman decides they are worth her attention. And so they talk too much. They move too fast. They fill every silence with noise because silence feels like losing. But while a man is busy performing, women are busy feeling. And what women feel in the first moments of an interaction has almost nothing to do with what a man says. Her nervous system is reading him. Before he finishes his first sentence, something in her has already formed an impression based entirely on how he carries himself. The speed of his movement, the quality of his eye contact, the way he handles the pauses. Women cannot always explain this, but they feel it with complete certainty. And that feeling is what everything else is built on. The first element is the calm and intentional approach. Not slow, not hesitant, calm. There is a significant difference. A man who moves with calm purpose is communicating something to a woman's nervous system before he says a single word. He is saying that he is not driven by urgency, that he is not chasing, that his presence in this moment is entirely deliberate and entirely relaxed. Women register this immediately. On a subconscious level, a man who does not rush in emotionally charged situations signals self-control. And self-control is one of the most attractive qualities a man can carry. It tells women that this man will not be reactive, will not be desperate, will not make the interaction about managing his own anxiety at the expense of hers. The second element is the steady and genuine gaze. Eye contact is one of the most misunderstood tools in attraction. Most men either avoid it because they are nervous or they overdo it because they have been told it signals confidence. Neither extreme works. What women actually respond to is eye contact that communicates presence rather than intention. The difference is subtle but felt immediately. A man who looks at a woman searching for her reaction, waiting to see if she approves of him, creates discomfort without knowing it. A man who looks at a woman simply because he is genuinely present in the moment creates something entirely different. Women feel the difference before they can name it. One gaze takes, the other simply exists. And the one that simply exists is the one that opens something in her. The third element is confident silence. This is the element most men struggle with the most. When a pause arrives in conversation, the instinct is to fill it, to say something, anything, to keep things moving and avoid the discomfort of stillness. But silence handled well is one of the most powerful signals a man can send. It communicates that he is comfortable in his own presence, that he does not need constant stimulation or validation to feel secure, that he can sit in a moment with a woman without needing it to become something immediately. Women find this deeply magnetic, not because silence is mysterious or manipulative, because a man who is comfortable with silence is a man who is comfortable with himself. And a man who is comfortable with himself is a man women can actually relax around. When these three elements come together, something happens in women that is not psychological, it is biological. A calm approach activates the part of her nervous system responsible for relaxation and connection. Genuine eye contact encourages the release of oxytocin, the chemical most directly linked to trust and bonding. Comfortable silence creates the kind of emotional space where women feel safe enough to lower their guard without deciding to. The signs that it is working are not dramatic. Women do not announce them. A smile appears that was not performed. Eye contact holds a second longer than it needed to. A hand moves to her hair or her neck without her noticing. Her body turns slightly toward him. Her voice softens. These are not conscious choices. They are physiological responses that women cannot fully control. And they only happen when a woman's nervous system has decided, below the level of thought, that she is safe. The reason most men never develop this is that they approach every interaction looking for a result. And the moment a man is looking for a result, authenticity disappears. Women feel the performance. They feel the agenda underneath the words. And when they feel it, everything closes. The only way to use these three elements genuinely is to stop using them as tools and start embodying them as a way of being. Move calmly because you are calm. Hold eye contact because you are present. Allow silence because you are comfortable. A man who lives this way does not need to think about attraction. He becomes it. That is the gesture, not a move, not a technique. The natural expression of a man who does not need the moment to go a certain way in order to feel secure within it. Women have been waiting for that man their entire lives, and most of them have never met him. Word count: 960. Thumbnail text, title, description, R tags D.